Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing an impromptu video. I wanted to do a fall makeup look, and then I thought, well, there is also the Makeup Geek Pumpkin Spice palette releasing today on September 6th, and I decided to just do a makeup with the shadows of that palette. I didn't receive the palette in PR, so I don't have it since it's also not out yet, but as you know, my Makeup Geek collection is huge and I have almost all of the shades of that palette. The Pumpkin Spice palette consists of 9 shades in a fixed cardboard palette that they have also brought out with Manny's palette, with the In the Nude palette, and there are 7 existing shades and 2 new ones. So of course I have the 7 existing shades and I just don't have the 2 new ones. They are not available as singles yet. Hopefully they will in the future, as historically Makeup Geek has made them available, and yeah, I'll pick them up for sure if they do. But in the meantime, I found some alternatives. You'll also forgive my hair band situation. I'm just using my glasses. I can't do my makeup with my hair loose, so it is what it is, and it's still drying from the shower. First, let's go through the shades that are in the Makeup Geek Pumpkin Spice palette, shall we? We have Buffed, which is a medium transition shade. It's a bit of a hazelnut shade, I would say. It's on the lighter side, but it will not give you a lot of definition. Very beautiful and natural. I really like it. It's one of the shades that was in the Nude palette, and then they have brought out in the single pan, and of course I had to pick it up. You see it's not very used. That's because it's quite new to my collection. Then we have Early Bird, and this is a squash orangey yellow shade, and this was out I think in fall 2016. And beautiful, very nice, a little bit deeper and a little bit more orange than Chickadee, for example. Definitely a must-have for fall. We have the shade Roulette, and this is a dupe for MAC Coppering, actually. It is an orange coral shimmer, I would say. Then this shade is actually not part of the palette. I have added a substitute here just for the sake of making the video. You would have here the shade Jack-o'-lantern, which is a satin bright orange. Very pretty from the swatches I saw online of Angela Mary Tanner, who received the palette in PR. So I will definitely be picking it up when it comes out. Then we have the shade Untamed, foiled, golden, yellow, deep yellow. Love it. One of my favorite shades from them. Then another foiled shadow. This is Curtain Call. This is a red, beautiful shade on the lid. It does not look too light, so it's quite a medium red. It's really beautiful. Then here you would actually again have one of the new shades. This would be the shade Dreamsicle, which is a deep redder coral. I have put here Makeup Geek Morocco just to finish up the look, to have something. This is not as red probably as Dreamsicle is, but it will do, I think, at least for this tutorial. Then this shade here is Coco Bear. This is one of the best sellers, one of my first shades I bought from Makeup Geek. It is a medium warm and red toned brown. And finally, the darkest shade in the palette is Cherry Cola. You heard me talk about it infinite times, a beautiful dark burgundy shade, perfect for the outer corner. You can also see that the way they have arranged the shades is that they go quite on the red tone here, and the orange here, and here there are a little bit of the lighter, more corally red shades, if you count to the part where there would be the 2 new shades. But if you want to see this palette in use and recreate this look I have on my eyes right now, we can get into that tutorial right now. Let's start this makeup look with transition. I'm going to take the shade Buffed here and apply it on my hood as a transition. This is a beautiful light transition shade. It is a new addition to my collection, or a recent addition to my collection, so I haven't been using it as long, but I love it. Then I am dividing the crease in 2 shades. I'm gonna take first Early Bird and then Morocco. Morocco I am using because I don't have the new shade Dreamsicle. Unfortunately, it is not available to purchase as a single yet. However, historically, Makeup Geek has been releasing their palette shades, the new shades that they put in their palettes, also as single. So Buffed, for example, was in the nude palette. I am cleaning my brush in between and then taking Morocco and doing the outer part of the crease. These 2 shades blend really, really well together. And the Dreamsicle, I'm going off of swatches I saw online from Angela Mary Tanner, and that is a deeper, more red toned coral compared to Morocco that is a little bit more medium toned and orange. But these 2 radiate really well together. Then to deepen the crease, I'm going in with the shade Coco Bear down here. It is one of my favorite mid-tone shades from Makeup Geek. It is also the one that has the biggest dip among these darker shades. I remember it was one of the first 6 shades that I purchased from them. My first Makeup Geek order back in, I believe, 2013 or something. It is a beautiful warm toned with a bit of red brown, that is. And this just goes to add definition to the look. Then on the outer corner, another favorite of mine, Cherry Cola. This is more of a purple burgundy type of shade, and also one of my favorites from the brand. It is quite funny, in all of their fall bundles or palettes that they put out, there's always some of my favorite shades. So now that I have a little bit of depth in the outer corner, I can go in with the shimmers. I am starting backwards today, so I'm gonna start with Curtain Call, this shimmery red. I remember how excited I was when they brought this one out in their shade extension a few years ago, 2 years ago I think, because they were missing a nice red foiled eyeshadow. And I'm applying these dry because this little brush that I have, I find applies the right amount, and on the outer side of the middle of my eye. Then I'm going in with the shade Roulette up here, and this is not a foiled eyeshadow but just a normal shimmer, but you can see it's quite bright and nice. Or maybe I could do this. Does this work? This might work. And this is a dupe for Max Coppering. I'm gonna go back in Curtain Call to deepen the outer corner again, and you just flip the brush to blend these in. Then with a smaller brush and the shade Untamed here, I am going into the inner third of my eye. And blending that into Roulette again. This is also one of my favorite shades from that. I honestly will not stop saying all of this because this palette has some of my favorite shades from Makeup Geek. I'm going back into the shade Roulette to blend those together. As I'm looking, I see that my outer corner on my other eye is a little bit darker, so I'm gonna go intensify this one as well. I'm gonna now apply my liner. This is Plumeria by Makeup Geek, and it's a nice berry toned, and I will apply it both on the outer third of my lid, upper lid, and on all of my lower lash line. I don't know how people do this with a mirror in their hand. Then I am blending this out with the shade Cherry Cola on the outer corner. I think Makeup Geek liners are quite underrated, to be honest. Then I'm applying the shade Morocco under the eye to bring back some of the orange and smoking it out. And then here comes a shade that I do not have and I don't have an alternative for. This here I would apply the shade Jack-o'-lantern, this bright satin orange. And here I am using instead a Hean eyeshadow, and that is this one here, which is number 824. And it is actually an orange duochrome with a little bit of a pink shift, but I'm not sure it's so visible, so I'm gonna use it as an orange. To intensify a little bit more the lower lash line, I'm going in with a flat, stiff brush to push Cherry Cola into my lashes. And that is the eye done. I'm gonna do mascara and we'll be back. And here is the finished look using the Makeup Geek Pumpkin Spice palette. And I love the shades. These are definitely among my favorite. I said it 25,000 times. These are some of my favorite Makeup Geek eyeshadows in general. Plus the colors really, really speak for fall. And that was the tutorial for the Makeup Geek Pumpkin Spice palette, or at least the shades that I have from it. I hope you enjoyed and it was useful at least for inspiration of a new fall look. And let me know if you're gonna pick this palette up. I would be very tempted, to be honest, if I didn't have all the shades already. I would definitely pick it up. The price is still unknown, but I would expect it to be around the $39 that the other palettes are, which if you count the shadows by themselves, they would be 72, I think, dollars. Anyways, go check out Makeup Geek's Pumpkin Spice palette and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more makeup looks or just makeup videos that I put out now at least twice a week. I'm trying really hard. Next, I swear, the September drawer is coming up and the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill review video, but I wanted to get this out since the launch was so soon, and I am in such a fall spirit that I wanted to create such a makeup look and share it with you guys. So yeah, I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye!